the leader Veda Pratama on the 54. Down there as Brian turns it into the first right-hander. And
white and blue as well, as you can see.
But it is no plan B, Marco Morelli, last year's. And 8 laps to go. You know, we're not halfway through this yet. There's still plenty to action. So then Agostinelli has got a long lap penalty.
Yeah, that'll be a track
winner here that leads that group. Let's see if he can break away from them. I don't think there's really any realistic hope to remain.
They're being very sensible, Peter. It's like a very high-speed game of chess. They're in it for the long run now, limit this thing as well. And it'll probably be, Peter, surely that it'll be the final corner where there isn't really a lift.
Hope of them putting any kind of a dent in the leading trio, though.
Decent recovery for Singapore. This is your group. Doesn't look like any of them are going to really drop off. Two of the Aces made that step up. It'll be the first turn as well. That'll be where these riders are getting caught out. Pong, who's actually off the back of this group we're seeing now, he's in 14th position coming across the line. A consistent podium contender. Gonzalez clearly knows his place very, very well.
Right, side by side then on the brakes. This is where Brian was so late yesterday and won.
Leading the likes of Ramadipa to Costa. Agostinelli, the Vietnamese rider. I'm going to have a look at what he was up to last weekend.
And the race, but this time it's Gonzalez who gets underneath him to take the lead.
And also Monignani unfortunately falling back in this race. I wanted to give a shout out to Monignani.
The point is, I think all 5 of them know that you need the slipstream here. Veda's tried to run away with it and keep off the green. They're all using every bit of road but staying away. And
he qualified 10th position, which is a cracking step up that he's made.
And they know that you need the slipstream, so there really is no point in doing anything. So the number 11, David Gonzalez, a 17-year-old Spaniard, he has the lead now. Can Brian Iriarte?
And he's looking really fit coming into this year as well. You can see how much training he's been doing in the winter period.
At this point in the race, just hang in there. You've got 7 laps to go and a couple of corners, and then Veda Pratama go with him.
Crucially, Peter, into 6th place as they cross the line that time around. Hakim, great stuff.
And KJ, you know, he's going to be learning an awful lot from this battle. It's a high-quality battle. A lot sorted out over the last couple of laps. And there is the group behind. It's another slip.
Danish, number 13 then, on the chasing pack.
A great rise around him, you know, last year's winner, not least of which, of course, the number 95. And dreaming battle, and of course, it's the 85 of Katsik Singapong there. Mike Yu is
Iriarte and Gonzalez side by side coming into 2A and 2B. Who's going to be the last on the brakes? It is Gonzalez.
He'll pick up a lot from this. A really good step forward, as you say, Matt.
Carter Thompson's also been doing.
It's a commonly used name. That's a lot easier than saying Katsik Singapong. Mike Yu is mates.
It's going way wide though, a big bubble for the number 11, and he's going to mess up the drive for other riders. They have to cut back. Plenty of racing elsewhere in the World Supersport 300 category. Got a win there towards the end last.
Saw him.
I'm just having a look then. David Gonzalez in the Moto3 Junior World Championship. And then we're going to have Danish. He's going side by side. We've got 4 riders abreast towards turn 3. You got Danish. Season and podiums. And he's really, really been setting the world alight there. I believe he's back there this year, although the ship last time out in Jerez just last weekend. Came away with 9 points. He's back in a 2nd place. It's 1, 2, 3 in the championship. 1, 2, 3 in the race. And it all... My World Superbike knowledge at the moment's been a little bit less. 7th place finish in race 2 for him, so certainly taking that confidence from changes in the blink of an eye, as we see unfortunately Tines has gone down in the melee than perhaps I would like, but it's been a hectic start to the MotoGP season, so we can't be across everything.
So Veda Pratama on there
through to here, as we see Singapore up there ahead of Marco Morelli then, so this...
Yeah, he's obviously okay, trying to get going again. Absolutely superb stuff there there. 54 still leading the race, leading that trio, and there's still 6 laps.
Is the battles for 12th and 13th. So Morelli's found his feet a little bit.
Brilliant to see Hakim on the number 13 now, splitting his 2 championships to go. And I wonder just who now. It's an unusual situation, as we said, Matt, only having 3 guys battling for the lead.
Isn't he? What was he doing last time out? Last lap around a 2:03.
But it's ridiculous. You know, riders, that is the order they run in the championship. Uriarte, Danish and Veda Ega Pratama. And it's here that you can sort of think about tactics, because there's not a whole host of guys going to go being owned. Marco Morelli, you remember, go back to Assen last year, can win a race like he's on a different planet. Dharma, 1, 2, 3.
You got David Gonzalez, who really lost out with that big...
all over the place on the last lap. These guys, you know, are good riders, very intelligent riders. So, yes. And then how is he scratching around here for a few points?
Obviously, he started from the back of the grid, didn't get the mistake in towards 2A. He has now been pushed back to 8th position. So it's actually 1, 2...
I wonder just who...
Oh, Daniel's down. Christian Daniel's gone down. Oh, that's a big shame in the final corner. He's taken out first lap that he would have wanted. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow when the grid has changed up. 2, 3 in the championship, and the 5th rider of the championship, Benyat Fernandez, into 4th place in the race. Another rider with him. I couldn't catch which number it was. Oh, I think it's Tinez. It is. It's the Venezuelan again. Won't we? Yeah.
But he just, you know, that's unfortunate.
That's behind him, all the way from near enough the back row of the grid. What a ride this is from Benyat. England rider Kermat Tinez, the 77, goes down as well. Hapless in that, unfortunately.
I think he's a lovely young man. He's got incredible talent, but it just has up weekends, and absolutely superb, and a great run from Hakim Danish as well. You know,
for that duo, that's a big shame for them.
It is indeed, and let's hope Tinez is all right. He's sitting down weekends. That's just the way it is. And
well, I do know he's. I was just going to say, Maverick Vinales.
Hakim, you know, he started the year with 5 second places and then a win. He can do it. Sitting there not wanting to get up, but let's hope it's just the shock of it, and he'll soon be on his feet.
The management agency Marco Morelli's in, actually, is part of Maverick Vinales' own agency, and he came by.
It's just a mental thing that has messed up the recent races for the Malaysian. He's obviously...
But Peter, that has left the likes of Mitani moving right up there as well. 8th yesterday, sort of instantly after qualifying, to see what was going on with effectively one of his riders.
Expunge that from his brain now, and he is battling for the lead.
It's such a different dynamic, Peter, from being in the position for the Asia Talent Cup champion. Great stuff from him. And the TV screen says, you know, big part of that agency. It was announced yesterday. So I'm sure Maverick himself, Predator and the Prey, you know, they were chasing him all the time throughout the season. Jaroslav Karpushkin is crashing. No, it's not him. It is just Christian Daniel. That's good. Right. But yes, health. A KTM factory rider could be helping out with that.
Well, that's an interesting point you make, because